Hi and welcome to the Scarlette Coaching 5-minute vocal warm-up. So this is just a very quick way of warming up our voices, and I want you to remember that when we warm up our voice we're vocalizing. Now that's very different to singing, so we're not worried about does it sound great, you know, am I singing wonderfully. That's not what this is about. This is just about getting our voices moving. So all we're going to do, very first thing, is just make sure that this diaphragmatic breathing is engaged. And if you're not sure how to do that, you can see how to do that in the Scarlette Coaching 5-minute physical warm-up. So make sure our diaphragmatic breathing is engaged, and all we're going to do is just start very lightly on a very light hum. And we're connecting this breath to our vocalizing. So we're making sure that we're pulling in as we create sound. So you don't need a piano for this, you don't need a guitar, you don't need any other instrument. Your voice is an independent instrument. So all we're going to do is just pick a note. I'm going to pick a mid-range note in my range, so I'm just going to go and what I'm after is that this breath control is connected to the sound, so there's no wobbles, so it's a nice even sound. And at the same time, I'm feeling, how does this feel in my body? Am I feeling any tension around my neck, around my throat? How does my voice feel? And if you feel any tension in your neck or around your larynx, you can just look left and right as you do this. So just breathing in. I'm going to go a little bit higher this time. Great. Another one I want you to do, if you can lip bubble or tongue trill. I cannot tongue trill, but it's this one. It's the... That's a tongue trill. I'm terrible at it. Lip bubbling is also fine, which is this one, the motorbike sound. And we're going to do light sirens with that sound. So we're going to go... We're not overstretching, we're not pushing, we're not forcing. The same thing, making sure that this is connected to this breath. Lovely. Okay, so the next thing, my native Indian sound. Loosening up our mouth, loosening our face. And now we're going to do some umming and chewing to loosen our jaw. And we're literally imagining that we're a baby. Or if you've ever seen someone who doesn't have any teeth and they've taken their false teeth out. Like you're chewing food and you've got no teeth. And then really stick your tongue out. Freeing all of that up. So back to our sirens. So now we're gonna do sirens again, but this time we're gonna go a little bit higher, extend our range a little bit more, and we're gonna just do it on a wow sound. So we're just gonna go and we're gonna start high to low. So just very gently, very light. Woo! A couple more of those. Woo! And I'm going to come down a little bit. Wow! Now I'm going to do the same from the bottom going up. So at the bottom, woo! Woo! And I'm going to do a couple going all the way through my range. Here I go. Woo! And another one of those. Woo! And the very last thing we're going to do for our vocal warm-up is just a few little 5-note major scale runs. And again, you do not need a piano, you do not need a guitar for this. It's just the first 5 notes of the major scale, which is just hi, 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 hi. Very light. Making sure that we're connected again to our breath. Just pick a mid note in your range, and that's all we're going to do is just hi, 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 hi. Then hey. Hey, 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 hey. I'm just moving up. He, then ho, 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 hoo. Back to high, hi, 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 hey, 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 he, then hoo. And where it starts to feel like it requires a little more effort, put in a little bit more on your tummy and just spend a little bit of time just going over where you feel that transition. So that's about there for me. So I'm going to go over that a few more times. And that's your 5-minute warm-up.